Every day you have a choice to make. You can stay where you are, in comfort, in the known, in the routine that doesn't challenge you. Or you can get up, leave that bed, and decide to go after what you really want. Success doesn't come to those who wait for the perfect opportunity to knock on their door. No, success comes to those who are willing to go out and carve their own path. To those who are ready to face adversities, knowing that the real challenge isn't achieving what others have accomplished, but in surpassing themselves day by day. Many of you dream big, and that's a good thing. Dreaming is the first step. But let me tell you something. Dreams don't come true by just wishing for them. Dreams are built, brick by brick, day by day, with discipline, effort, and sacrifice. It's easy to want success when things are going well, but what happens when things get tough? What do you do when you face the first obstacle on your path? It's in those moments when your true character is measured, when your desire is really put to the test. It's easy to look at someone successful and think, they were lucky. They were born with talent. But what you don't see are the countless hours of work behind every achievement. What you don't see is the sacrifice, the sleepless nights, the accumulated exhaustion, the renunciations. Success is not a goal achieved by chance, but the direct result of the accumulation of small accomplishments. Do you think it's going to be easy? Do you think greatness is handed out for free? No, it's earned every day with sweat, tears, and sometimes blood. Look, some of you are stuck. You're comfortable in mediocrity because mediocrity is easy. It doesn't challenge you, it doesn't hurt you, it doesn't pull you out of your comfort zone. You're stuck because you've settled. You've accepted where you are as if that were your final destination. But let me tell you something. Where you are is not where you should stay. You have so much more to give, so much more to achieve. But nothing is going to change if you keep waiting. Nothing is going to change if you don't make the decision to move, to act, to take that first step into the uncomfortable. Yes, the uncomfortable. That place where fear creeps in, where failure seems closer than success. It's there, right there, where true growth happens. Success is not found in comfort. It's found beyond your limits, in that place where you feel like you can't go on, but you decide to push forward anyway. Because that pain you feel, that discomfort that surrounds you, is the signal that you are progressing, that you are growing. The process of achieving success isn't easy. If it were, everyone would do it. Most people give up when things get tough. They stop when they feel pain, when they face resistance. But you have to be different. You have to keep going. No matter how much it hurts, no matter how many times you stumble, no matter how many times you are told that you can't. Because just at the moment you think you've reached your limit, that's where the real work begins. That's where champions are forged. Not when things are going well, but when everything seems to be against you, and yet you choose to move forward. Success has nothing to do with how much talent you have or who you know. It has to do with how much you want it. How much are you willing to sacrifice? How much are you willing to give? Because success is not cheap. You have to be willing to pay the price. And that price is not always money, no. That price is time, effort, discipline. It's saying no to distractions, it's giving up comfort, it's getting up early when your body is begging you to rest. It's continuing to work when others have already quit. You have to be obsessed with your goals. You have to eat, sleep, and breathe your dreams. You have to want it more than you want to sleep, more than you want to party, more than you want to fit in. Because most people prefer comfort. They prefer not to stand out, not to take risks. But you are not like most people. You want more. You know that to achieve something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. This is not for the weak. This is not for those who are afraid to fail. You will fail. Yes, you will. It's inevitable. You will fall time and time again. But those who get up, those who return to the fight after being knocked down, they are the ones who savor victory. Failure is not the end. Failure is a lesson. It's an opportunity to improve, to adjust your course, and to move forward with more strength. I don't care how many times you fall. I don't care how many times you fail. What matters to me is, do you get up? Do you learn from it? Do you keep moving forward? You can't give up just because it got hard. If it were easy, everyone would do it. But you are not here to do what's easy. You're here to do what few are willing to do. You cannot let fear control you. You cannot let doubt stop you. Everyone has fears. Everyone has doubts. Even the most successful people do. The difference is that they confront those fears, look them in the eye, and keep pushing forward. They don't let fear paralyze them. They don't let doubt make them retreat. Instead, they transform that fear into fuel, using it to propel themselves to new heights. Think about it. Every time you feel that flutter of doubt, every time your mind tries to convince you that you can't, recognize it for what it is, a challenge. It's your mind testing your resolve. It's the universe asking if you truly want what you say you want. And if you want it bad enough, you'll push through. There will be moments when you feel like you're giving everything you have, and still, it doesn't seem enough. But that's where the magic happens. That's where you grow. That's where champions are made. Not when things are easy, but when you face the storm head on and refuse to back down. When you're at that breaking point, remember this. Every champion you admire has faced their own demons. They've stood at the edge of failure and looked it in the eye. They've had their moments of doubt, but they didn't let those moments define them. They used them to fuel their fire. They took that pain and turned it into passion. Success is not for the timid. It's for those who dare to step out into the unknown. It's for those who are willing to risk it all, to put everything on the line. It's for those who understand that nothing worth having comes without sacrifice. So what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to endure to achieve your dreams? Because if you want it badly enough, you'll do what it takes. You'll work harder than you ever thought possible. You'll wake up earlier, stay up later, and push through the fatigue. You'll take the lessons from your failures and turn them into stepping stones toward success. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. You may stumble, you may fall, but that doesn't mean you have to stay down. Get up, dust yourself off, and get back in the game. The world is waiting for you to show up. Your dreams are waiting for you to chase them. This is your moment. This is your time. Don't waste it. Seize the opportunity. Make every second count. You have everything within you to be great. You just have to believe it, fight for it, and never, ever give up. So when you feel like quitting, remember why you started. Remember the fire that ignited your passion. Remember the dreams that keep you awake at night. Use that as your fuel. Let that be your motivation. You are capable of more than you realize. You are destined for greatness. Life is a constant battle. It's not supposed to be easy. And it's not just about reaching the goal, it's about the process. It's about who you become along the way. It's about developing that unbreakable mindset, that inner strength that allows you to keep going when everything around you tells you to give up. How much do you want it? That's the question you need to ask yourself every day. Do you want it enough to keep going when everyone else has stopped? Do you want it enough to keep working when no one is watching you? Do you want it enough to sacrifice your comfort for your dream? Because that's what it takes. It takes being willing to go further than anyone else. It takes being willing to do what others won't. It takes that fire, that hunger, that relentless determination that won't let you give up. That inner voice that tells you to keep going, that you cannot stop, that the best is yet to come. You can't just talk about it. You have to do it. You can't just want it when it's convenient for you. You have to want it every day. You have to do the work even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Because it's easy to work when you're motivated, when everything is going well. But the real test comes when motivation fades, when things get complicated, when you're tired and exhausted. Listen, the only difference between you and the people living their dreams is that they refuse to give up. They refuse to stop. While you were sleeping, they were working. While you were partying, they were planning. They did the work. That's why they are winning. And you? You have the same potential. You have the same 24 hours. What are you doing with them? Are you wasting them, or are you investing them? Get up. Get to work. Stop waiting for someone to hand you your dreams. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The moment is now. No more excuses. No more procrastination. It's time to make it happen. The effort doesn't stop. The struggle doesn't end. You have to wake up every day with that fire inside you. You have to remind yourself why you started, why you are doing this. It's going to cost you everything you have, but it's worth it. Because when you reach the top, when you achieve what you thought was impossible, you realize that all the sweat, blood, and tears were worth it. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to give you the life of your dreams. You have to take it. You have to want it more than anyone else.